I can see Knut and Martin both are here. So hi, Martin, Knut. How are you doing today?
Oh, hello. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
morning
Awesome.
from Hamburg.
Yeah, great, great to see you, everyone here. So I'm Aro, and we can see my my admin account here. But just want to share big thanks to you and for sharing this the your session which you're going to next. That we are so excited and so obliged that we have so many speakers talking about the AI skill set from the Microsoft stack of technologies, and we keep for one of the best solutions. One of the solutions is yours. So thanks a lot for your time, and the stage is also yours. You can share your screen.
Yeah,
Uh, yep. Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
So here we are. So
Awesome.
hello and
Well,
welcome from Europe. So Hamburg and Knut is calling. Hamburg, Hamburg and Knut from Oslo. So
Yeah.
so as I mentioned, you Knut, let's start with your introduction.
Oh, yes. Hello, Knut is my name. So thank you to the Delhi tech community for having us on this beautiful Saturday morning. So for us, it's still a little bit early. You guys are already, I think it's like 3 p.m. or something in Delhi now. So great to be here. Sad not to be in person, but at least it's good to be here online at least. So I have worked as a Microsoft MVP for 10 years now with focus on SharePoint, modern work, and of course also Viva Engage and a lot of intranets. And of course, with all that, AI gets more and more into the play. So that is great. Talking a lot about Copilot lately, which is awesome. And of course, we will talk today with Martin about SharePoint and how to do AI and agents within SharePoint. Working for Mosaic 365 part-time as a partner evangelist, and also having my own company and working part-time for a Norwegian company called Dapt with delivering intranets for a lot of different companies here in Norway. Running Collab Days Oslo, which is an in-person event together with Martin, and I'm also part of Martin's Collab Days Hamburg, as he will tell you a little bit later. And we just did, not many weeks ago, Global AI Bootcamp Oslo, also together. So we do a lot of engaging and enjoying things together. And for me, it's been like the last years is all about community, sharing knowledge, sharing expertise, and building the network of getting to know more people. So feel free to drop me a LinkedIn request to connect, and I'll be happy to continue the conversation also after the talk. Thank you.
Yeah. So okay, so today Knut is the pilot and I'm the co-pilot. We play this game quite often. So yeah, my name is Martin Rubicamp. I'm from Hamburg. I'm, as Knut already mentioned, organizing the Collab Days in-person event in Hamburg and also the Global AI community. There's some more community work like a webcast with my friend Martin. And the Hamburg SharePoint now in the 11th for 11 years already. I'm working in the intranet communication part since 20 something years and with SharePoint since 15 years. And I met Knut while we were working together with Omnia intranet solutions. And we started to demo together, and then we found out, okay, it's our topic. Let's do it together. So that's what I already was mentioned. What will we do today? We will talk about how AI can support end users, makers, and publishers in SharePoint, so that we will give a short overview what kind of tasks an editor should have when he's responsible for to provide content to end users. What about agents? So when we have we have the communication part, and then we also in SharePoint have the collaboration part. And how can discover or how can agents provide information and value to users. And then the Copilot or the pilot will take over and do the demo stuff. And in the end, we have some questions. So let's talk about the task of people who are responsible for the content in your intranet. So for sure, you first have to create a strategy. Okay, what kind of content do I present where and when, and what's my target group? Then for sure you create a plan. So that's when I have created now the strategy. What kind of information do I want to provide? When do I want to prepare when? Now I have to start to create and edit the text. And to enhance the text, we have to create some images and graphics. And then we have to create pages. And finally, before we do this with the pages, we need some layouts. And we will focus today on text creation, on image creation, on pages, and on publishing. So, and there we come to the first demo. Knut will show us how to create pages with Copilot and how we can enhance the text with Copilot. So when you create a text or you create a text yourself, how to enhance the text with the Copilot stuff. So, Knut, do you want to take?
Yeah, I'm taking the how it's called, like the controls.
Yeah.
Is that how the pilot says also?
Yeah.
So yeah, so thank you, Martin. And of course now let's just click and jump to the starting page here. So this is a feature that is still in the preview mode, by the way. So it's let's treat it like that as well. So let's hope that the demo goals are with us today. So as you can see now, I can click here new. I can also do an agent, but right now let's do the page with Copilot example. So what it wants us to do now is to give us a visual way of creating things. So we can either describe the page just with a text, or we can go ahead and select one of the predefined templates, as you can see here. So we have a set of templates depending if it's a news post or an article page that we can select between. Personally, I think that a lot of them are in the wrong category here, but that's just me. But let's now go ahead and create a post from the scratch here, but we will create it from a file that I have already created. So I have here an employee handbook that we have created. That is a PDF document. And of course, we could here select the tone of voice, so how we want it to be. We can select how much content we want it to generate for us. I can create it as a private draft. That means that it will be stored in my OneDrive. I don't want to do that right now. We can also add more than one page, basically, if we want to do that. But right now, of course, we want to create the page here. So I have a text that I have already created, so we don't spend too much time on it. So I say here, create a page based on this reference document. Only use the document content and nothing else. Please create the page only based on the employee code of conduct section from the reference document. Because if I will ask it to create, I will show you another prompt we can also put in here, just as an example for you, so you can, if you want to try this yourself. That will be more accurate, but it will just take too much time to wait for it. That's why I selected only one section in the document and not all the sections. Because this is the same, I just, instead of selecting one specific section, I'm telling it to create sections for each heading of the document. So if I will open up, if I'll go, I can show you the document later, but if I will open up the document, you will see that it has multiple sections with different headers, with different subsections. So I'm just giving instructions to Copilot on how to generate this. And this, of course, also shouldn't be a news post, it should be a page. So let's go and use my old prompt that I had here. And then we can just click create. I have selected the tone of voice professional and the length medium. So let's just click create. So what it will do right now is it will take my PDF document, grab the text that is under employee code of conduct, and create different sections inside of my SharePoint SharePoint file, creating basically my SharePoint article for me. What is great about this is that, of course, a lot of times you have employees in your organization that should sit and create content, and most likely the content might be already in a Word document or a PDF, and by this they don't need to sit and type the things again manually. They can just get the help from Copilot to create all the content for them. So as you can see now, it actually has 3 of 13 tasks here, so it will take a little bit of time before all this will be populated. But in the end, it shows like a really nice step-by-step guide on how it will actually populate all of these things for us. Since I have done this one before, I will just jump across here, and I'll just go to this file instead. So here you see that this is the same one where we have already done this before, just so we will save a little bit of time right now. And we can jump back to the previous one in a few minutes if you want. So here I can go and click edit, because this is not the only place that the AI helps us. In every text box inside of SharePoint right now, we also get the Copilot button. So for instance, if you have an existing page inside of SharePoint, you can also go ahead and select all of the text as I have done here. I can go and click the Copilot button, and I click Auto Rewrite. So now it will also go ahead and improve my text that I already wrote, and get it to be maybe more exciting, maybe better, depending. Here it was like really great UI, almost white, so hidden text, even better. And you can also go and adjust, so you can make it more enthusiastic, basically, and then it will rewrite with a more enthusiastic text. And as you can see, I got another text here. I can then just click replace, and it inserted that text instead. And the reason why all the text got white is because it was white here. So if I will go and do the same in this one, then you will see that if we'll go and rewrite, make it longer. Now again, Copilot will go and write it for us. Now you see that it's properly, it's not white. So if you have white inside here, right now the Copilot editor window doesn't change the text to black. so it's kind of like a funny feature, but as I said, it's a lot of things here in preview, but it's still an amazing feature. It's like hidden text, like I'm not going to tell you what I wrote, you need to figure it out yourself. So it's kind of funny. And with most of the AI solutions, you see here that it provides 3 different alternatives also of the text, and you can select the one that you like. If you don't like anything, you can provide feedback. If you like, you can also provide feedback with liking and disliking it. This is something that will be tuned back to Microsoft, and they will help them to improve the generation of text, basically. Or if you don't like anything, you can click here to regenerate. So with that, you get a lot of help when it comes to writing content. Currently, it's not possible to do it up here in the title. So if you want to get help with rewriting the title, because of course that's why people might click into a page, then you just need to basically copy the text and putting it inside of another text box and select it and just do auto rewrite. And then you can copy it back up in the title. I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time before we get the option to also do Copilot on the title of the page, but currently it's not supported, so you need to cheat a little bit to be able to do it. Another thing that AI helps us with here is that it also provides us design ideas. So this is kind of boring, black and white. So we can use here basically some design ideas to make it look more nice, which I think is also a great help for people when they should get ideas on how to create engaging pages on their intranet. So that was the first demo, Martin.
Yeah. Right, so I take over.
Yes.
And let's go back. Here we are. So we have seen how to create pages with SharePoint and how to enhance the text with Copilot. And now let's talk about agents. So agents are like a chatbot you can use to get information out of your data in your SharePoint. So on the one hand, you have your content, and so your library or your OneDrive or your SharePoint site and in your news or whatever. So everything which is shared in SharePoint, except Excel is Excel is still not available, isn't it, Knut?
What?
Can we extract data with agents out of Excel in libraries yet?
Excel files, mean?
Yeah.
I think it's I actually not sure. Let us check that and get back to it. But
okay.
I don't think it's supported yet. But for instance, SharePoint lists are not supported yet.
Yeah, that's a limitation here. Genau.
Yeah, so there are some limitations.
So you have content in your SharePoint, and then you can use predefined agents, or you can create your own agent to get information out of your data. And then the collaboration. So you add the agent to your library or to your SharePoint or site collection, and then you can talk to him and discuss and get information. And finally, if this agent is fine for you, approved, then you can give it even to the whole organization, and then you can use it to make better decisions on your data. So we have the Copilot on the one hand. Copilot is your personal assistant. You can ask, as we've seen before, to shorten text, to create a text, whatever. But we also have the business process, and the business process is not really handled by Copilot. So for the business process, you will need agents to get the things done. And both together, it's like Copilot Studio, or the SharePoint, or the agent functionality. And just to have an overview, so on the one hand, you have the Copilot, which assists the person itself. And then you have the automation thing with the agents. If you combine it, then you get a better information structure. So like, to understand the difference between Copilot and agents, the Copilot is your personal assistant. It refers to your data or to Intranet data. It works like in the discussion with you, so you have to prompt to ask him something and get something back. It will create like, it can create tables for you. It can search for you for something, and you can have as many co-pilots as there are people. And on the other hand, agents, everyone who has the permission to create agents can create an agent. So that could be really quite a lot. And these agents support you with special tasks. You can ground them more precisely and give them just one task only, like create agents to compare offers, for example. And this agent will only focus on that task. So, and there are more agents per person. So one Copilot per person, but many agents per person. That makes us to come to the next demo, and Knut will go deep and show how to use to get information out of Handbook, out of resumes, and when we have time, also like to compare car leasing offers. So, Knut, showtime.
Showtime. So let's share my screen again. So you saw we had the employee handbook here already. So now, of course, this is the traditional way of getting information, is to have a page and then you will search for the information in that page. While now, of course, with the power of agents, we can actually flip that coin a little bit and we can get basically information in a totally different way. So let's jump back to my intranet here, and I want to go into my employee docs demo. As you can see here, this is where I have my employee handbook document, as we just looked at before. So I'll just scroll a little bit up. So you see that it's a pretty big document. It's actually 36 pages long. So it's just under what is like limitations, all that kind of stuff. And also Office files are supported. So you can do like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint and PDFs when it comes to creating a SharePoint agent. And here for the example, I'm using a PDF. Currently, with the SharePoint agent, we cannot use the files in or like the pages that we just created inside of SharePoint. So that is not supported, but it is supported to create based on your Office documents. And that's where like PDFs and Word documents comes great into play. You see here we have employee basics, we have workplace policies, employees conduct, compensations, and all that kind of stuff. Here we will just basically then click ourselves out of this one. You see, when I'm now here in my document library, if you pay attention to the document library header, it's a button to click create an agent. We also have new here, and I can click create an agent from here as well. But for now, let's just use the one from the header here. And you see right now, it is already created. It's written agent is ready, but I want to make some adjustments. Because as you could see, I just selected a folder. I didn't select a specific file. So I will click edit. We can make changes to the name of the agent if we want. Employee docs demo agents. We can do like a handbook look up. Let's just call it like that. We have a description. This is an agent created based on content from the selected file sources. So this is the purpose of your agent. We can go to our sources. And in here, we see that it now selected employee docs demo, which is the library. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted just to select one file. So I will go in and select my employee docs demo. And I will select my employee handbook. Because now it will only look into this one. If somebody will drop some other files in the same document library, this will be not used for this agent. That's why I wanted to do it like that. I could have just selected here and click create an agent. It would be the same, but I just wanted to show you also how you can modify the sources. Under the behavior, you see that we have a welcome text. This is the text that is displayed over here on the right side. So this is very crucial. That is giving some good instructions of what the agent does. We have instructions, as you can see here. So this is how your agent should behave. This is the default one. Here we have to be a little bit careful with how we are writing, because there are something called responsible AI that can come into place. That will not allow us to ask any questions to our agent if the responsible AI issues are raised. I will show you that with the next demo, how that actually come into place. But right now, we can just use the default one. We see here that we have some starter prompts. So here we can come in and, of course, predefine 3 starter prompts to get our employees to understand how they should interact with this agent and get some ideas what type of questions they can ask. Can you summarize the code of conduct, for instance? Can I smoke at work? What policies do we have for vacation, for instance? So we have and hello, I can help answer your questions about our employee from our employee handbook. Great. So now we can actually already test it out even without saving it. So I can ask, can you summarize the code of conduct? Now you see that it summarizes this with dress code, cybersecurity, conflict of interest, employee relationship, workplace visitors, and so on. And we can, of course, now ask, and we see that the reference document is only our employee handbook. I can also ask it to, can you describe more in details about conflict of interests? So you can ask your own questions as well, not only use the ones that is predefined. So now it goes in and describing that. So this is a great tool to help new hires, for instance, to get to know the rules and the regulations inside of your company. Let's try, can I smoke at work? I don't smoke, so I can ask these questions. I never smoked in my life, so it's a great question for me to ask. And it's written here that smoking is not permitted in most areas of the workplace, which is great. And then last but not least, let's also just ask what policies do we have for vacation. And then you see it's right, paid time off as an option. You have requesting a personal time off, transfer of the time, and compensation, and so on. Again, all the time using that one reference document. And that is actually the key when it comes to agents in SharePoint, or like creating agent also in Copilot, is that when we do it in this specific way, it's not going to look for the facts or the hallucinations based on other data, because it's only going to go into the data where we told it to go and look for information. So this is a great way of basically giving the employees a really nice way of getting answers which is qualified by your company, because you will not create this PDF document and make it available unless you had qualified the answers beforehand. So this is, in my opinion, something that every organization should start to look into, because it's provide a different way to find information. So if I should go and find the same information, as you can see right here, I would either have to go into, let's just do a save to create it as well. Then I will have to go into the document here and click the employee handbook. One thing that you see now, the handbook lookup has been created. I can choose to share it, so I can copy a link and share it into Teams. With that, you can only share it with the chat. So for instance, I can share the chat with Martin right now. It's not possible to put it yet into a channel inside of Teams, but that's on the roadmap, so it will come later this summer, I think is the time frame for when it should come. I can also go and provide access to it. But since this is just a file, just as any other file inside of your SharePoint library, as you can see, if you close here, you see I have my handbook here, it's just a file. If I will download it, it will also, if I will go here and find the file itself, you will see that this is just, now I got here, let me just copy it into Notepad instead. Where did my Notepad run now? Okay, let's do like this. And here I have my Notepad. If I copy it in here, you'll see that this is just a JSON code. So it's also possible to basically create agents from a third-party solution as well, if that is what you want to do. And with sharing, is just to share access as it's with any other agent in SharePoint. But to make sure that people that doesn't have edit permissions and all that kind of stuff will have access to this in read only, you can also go ahead and just click it like this. Actually, not like that. Let me go into it from here, from the Copilot button instead, and select it. So here we see we have also our handbook lookup. I can click the 3 dots, and here we can set it as approved. What will happen then is that it will be available for everyone inside of your organization as a site agent. So that's a really great way of making it available for everyone. So that was the employee handbook, which kind of showed us how we could go ahead and get information from one specific file. But then, of course, this is just on the tip of the iceberg of what you can do with agents. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do when it comes to resumes, like job resumes. So here inside of my SharePoint site, I have another document library. We have created a lot of different resumes. Some of them, as you can see, are with different languages. So this is in Arabic. We have here one, if it will be opening up, that is in Polish, I think it is. And then here we have in a lot of different languages, all the different ones. As you can see, not even finding one in English, which is kind of interesting in itself. So these are then resumes in a lot of different languages. Let's try and make an agent that asks different questions about these different resumes. So again, now I will do the same as I did earlier. I will just click create an agent button from here and not select one, because then it will be connected only to this one document. If I will select all of them and click create an agent, all of them will be attached as source. But then again, if somebody removes some resumes or add some new, they will not be part of my agent. So that's why I want to just click create an agent button here. We click again edit. We can of course change the logo, but right now let's just go into the sources, and you see that my document library is here. We can add multiple sources. As you can see, we can add up to 20 sources as the requirements are telling us. But right now we want to go into the behavior. So let's now also take a look at how it will work if I will just ask this one to behave in this specific way. You are an agent that should compare resumes based on selected file sources and provide informative answers based on the question asked. Then we can create, for instance, one that who can speak Spanish. We can also generate a summary of all. And we can also create a table of candidates with experience, education, and skills. It's the first time I run this based on the multilingual sources. So let's see how that goes. If not, I have one with only English resumes that we will run afterwards. But I'm kind of like always intrigued to test out different scenarios and see how it goes. And hopefully the demo gods are with us. But if not, we will just I will just quickly change the source to the other library. Let's just click save. And now try to ask who can speak Spanish. And as you see now, I got that a responsible AI issue has been detected. Then we might think, why would we get that one? And I will say it is this word here, compare resumes. That is triggering that responsible AI issue. And that's why I have another instruction that actually will work, that I have pre-created. That is slightly similar, but also a little bit different. So you are an assistant. We can even write an AI assistant that help answer questions about job resumes. Please respond in polite manner. I can even do one little bit more detailed one, where we will say that you are an AI assistant that helps summarize job resumes and answer questions about the job resumes. And again, in a polite manner. Let's click the save and see what happens. If we will try again, who can speak Spanish? And now you see that it works. And we got like one of the employees who can speak Spanish is Anthony Ivanov. And he is a software engineer with over 10 years of experience. So let's just now for fun go to this document library and find Mr. Anthony Ivanov. And here you see that this one was at least in English, and it has here Spanish fluently. So you see it's correct. We need to go ahead and check if the AI works. So that is correct. So that's great. We can also then try to ask it to summarize all our resumes. This might be a little bit messy how it will look, at least if we'll make it into a table, but let's see. And now you see that it will put in all of our people here, or at least a lot of them. It will provide us with a list of 10. And we can, of course, also now ask it to provide us with more specific and more detailed answers to this one. So you see how we can really easily build an agent that actually will help us to identify employees or potential employees in this case that has a certain skill set or that speaks a different language and so on. Of course, we should never ask the AI to select the best candidate, but we can at least help us to really quickly look through a lot of documents and find the ones that has the specific requirements that we might have for a job or a position inside of our organization. So that was that agent. And then let's do a quick on the last leasing one as well.
So may I add something?
Yes, please.
That what fascinates me is like that we have really like resumes with multiple languages, even in languages we do not speak and can read at all, and we get a resume. We get a summarize in English. So that's quite good. I mean, it translates it from Arabic and whatever. And this is really really big thing.
Yes, I think that's something that I think like the power of the agents and kind of the AI when it comes to the multilingual capabilities is great because that helps people to really easily understand things that they might not have understand otherwise. So I totally agree and relate to that. So yeah. And of course, if someone wants to hear more about this, then feel free to also reach out with that to us. And this also brings us to a nice transformation to the leasing agent that we have here, because if we look to the documents that Martin provided for us, all of them are in German, as you can see here. So this is where I also came into like wanting to try that with resumes as well, because here you see all of the stuff here is in German, basically. I don't speak German.
But I can read.
I wish I could. I wish I remembered what I tried to learn in school, but it actually stayed behind in school. But let's now go ahead and try and see how it will do if we will create an agent from here. So again, it's the same approach. Create an agent. Let's just click edit. Let's do sources. You see that I have the leasing demo here. Let's do the behavior. Let's just do the default one for now. We can always tweak and adjust it later. I think the interesting part here is just to go ahead and put in some of the prompts that we want to ask us. I'm not sure if all of those works, but let's just do these two. Let's just try again, click save, and then we can try and summarize the different leasing contracts, because I also want to show you one more thing after this one, like a bonus demo. So here you see it now popped in with five key points for the Q5 lease agreement that we can see here, that this is the one about leasing contracts for bicycles. So actually right now it just jumped into one for an interesting reason, but that might be the demo god that are attacking us, because if you see here, it takes only from one of them. So here it might be that we need to, from all the sources, we need to fine tune our prompt a little bit. Sometimes that needs to happen, and that's why we need to test it out to see like how the predefined prompt works. And still now it's kind of stuck with the one. Apparently the AI decided that this one is the best one already. So, but anyways, like this is just test and error. Like with every kind of building solution you do, you need to just tweak it and test. But let's try another prompt that I have done before that I know should be working. Can you summarize the different car alternatives based on attached documents? One alternative per document based on performance, efficiency, electric range, energy rating, cost, car color in a table format. So the big one, but that hopefully will not give one, it will give more alternative. And here now you see that it works. It's not the best visible UI to see all the different alternatives, but at least it works in a sense here. So that is this agent. But if it now just jump back to Copilot, because I think it's great to just show this one as a small bonus one also, is of course that if I create an agent in SharePoint, it doesn't end up here in my Copilot environment. It's only visible inside of SharePoint. As you can see, if I just close this one, it will be visible from within the Copilot button here in the top right corner. That shows up if I either have pay as you go on the Copilot license, or it shows up if I have a Copilot license. And here I can go and select my different agents. So here we have another leasing demo, which we just tested everything to see if it works. But if I will go ahead and look at my resume Copilot agent, I also cannot use this one inside of my Copilot environment. So if this is the preferred way for our employees to go to copilotmicrosoft.com, then my SharePoint agent will not help me a lot from that place. And that's why it's really great that we can also, with the Copilot Studio agent builder, we can easily create a similar agent here. So let's just call it resume lookup instructions. Let's do the one that we have from before. Basically, here we can put the knowledge in. So we can go and put our resume. Where did you go? Here we have our resume link over here. So let's just go and put this one in as a source. As you can see here, we got it there now. We can put in some starter prompts. So we can say language, Spanish, who can speak Spanish. I'll just do one now because you see how it works. The great way with this experience is that we can actually add more. We can have up to 6, and we'll show up here all of them. So that's the nice thing about this one. I, of course, managed to delete the wrong one. Can speak Spanish. perfect. And then that's it, basically. We can also have a description and all that kind of stuff. And now we see that it's a little bit working on it. It's not yet there. So let me just show you one that I pre-built already. I think I should have it here. Maybe it's my Copilot agent. Yeah. So here you see that I have one that I already built with 3 different prompts to start with. So I can say, ask also here, who can speak Spanish? And now it will also provide us with the right answer. From this one, it uses my other source of truth. So it used the one that I have here. I only had like fewer resumes to work with, basically. So, but you can see that this is another way that you can really easily create an agent that works on data that is stored in SharePoint. So here you can actually choose if you want to provide both alternatives or if you just want to provide one or the other. But it's great that it shows here, like here's the references to the 4 people that I can actually speak Spanish in this particular case. So I think that's a really great and amazing way of working with agent and get started with agent. It's something that is super easy to build, that doesn't require a lot, but that adds tons of value to the employees or colleagues that should use it later. So yes, I think that was it for the demos, Martin.
Yeah, thank you. So let me take over. Okay, so next steps. I jumped in our slides a bit. So you've seen how to create agents within your SharePoint site or even in the SharePoint library focused, and how to focus it on one document or on a bunch of documents in the library, and how to modify it, how to what kind of limitations you have with responsible AI. And now you should try it yourselves and try also the different ways, like starting on the M365 Copilot or even in the SharePoint itself. Try the different options and save and publish it and get your first agents going. So, any questions?
Yes, a couple of people are here in the Teams, and I can't see any question in here. But Martin and Knut, I have 2 questions. Maybe you can give me some information on that, right? So the first question I have is that you showed that create an agent in SharePoint. So my first query is that is it will be available GA into SharePoint soon, or how we can get started with this? Because you give some information to us about next steps. So how do people get started with this? They used some Copilot or something. How they can start to create agents within SharePoint?
So first of all, of course, you need to configure either pay-as-you-go when it comes to Copilot, so that you will be able to utilize agents in SharePoint, or you need to have a Copilot license. So Copilot, like the agents in SharePoint, is all available right now. The one thing that is in GA is basically to use Copilot to create pages in SharePoint. That is in the preview right now. It's not generally available, but it is if you have basically a tenant where you have put like a targeted release, basically, so you have the early release of the stuff from Microsoft, then you could already start to play with those things already now. And that's always my recommendation, that either make sure that you have some users in your tenant that has like the preview on, basically, or have another tenant where you have the preview capabilities on, so you can test it out and prepare for it whenever it will be available for everyone else.
Awesome, awesome. That is a question. I think people who are in this particular session, I think they will get a lot of value from this things which are shared both from the PowerPoint as well as the demos we have shared. So I really appreciate your time, and I know that it's very already getting late, but I just want to share that a big thanks to you and all the people who are attending. And I think this is the last session we have, but I think it's amazing time we had with you and also previous speakers. So thanks to you, Knut and Martin, and all the people who are here. So one last thing to share with you is that many people commented that the where they can see the videos. So it will be uploaded soon, maybe within 1 week. We upload this video on YouTube and we share with Martin and other people. So just be patient, and all the video we shared in our social media channels, and you can have a view. Just wait for 1 week, and then it will be shown to you. Okay. So
Okay.
thank you, Martin. Thanks, Knut, for our really appreciate the amazing session you given to us. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, guys, just want to share that we are going to end this session. And if we have questions and all, you just post into our WhatsApp group which we have. And second thing is, right, you can contact our LinkedIn Delhi tech community page, ask questions we have, and if you have any questions you want to do, if again, if you want to do some sessions next week or next month, please contact us and we will arrange a session for you as well. So we want to have more people get knowledge about SharePoint, having how things works for the global AI and Microsoft Power Platform, SharePoint, everything can be, you can speak on, right? So thanks to you, and thanks to everyone here. Okay, have a great weekend as well.
Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, okay. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you. Take care.
Bye-bye.